Hello, welcome to this afternoon. We're doing Final Fantasy XIV, Tataru's endgame quest, really the epilogue for a lot of things. And yeah, let's get into it. Why, hello there. Your arrival could not have been more timely. Mistress Tataru has but just left instructions for another batch of deliveries. She sends her regards, of course. Today she is in Idleshire for business with Renoa's House of Splendors, and tomorrow will no doubt find her in some other far-flung corner of the realm. We mustn't be outdone, yo. This time, our samples are destined for two organizations in Cortherias, an arrangement made possible by none other than Master Sicard. He contacted his dear friend Lord Emilian de Fortemps, who was kind enough to spread word of the boutique to his own contact across Isgard. It hardly took any time for the first letter of interest to reach us, and once these samples have been delivered, that interest will be piqued to a passion. Or so I have been assured. Lord Emilian has insisted he will take care of all the particulars and bid me convey with enthusiasm that he looks forward to accompanying you on the deliveries. Now then, regarding that secret mission of ours. A gorgeous sapphire, is it not? It will make a beautiful necklace once restored, a keepsake of not only Mistress Tataru's mother, but that of her many friends and allies from across the realm. Nice. I am confident that some of your experience has a most discerning eye for mementos. Bring back anything you think will make a worthy addition. And with that, I will leave these samples in your capable hands and eagerly await your safe return. The Scions had the help of many souls in gathering refined adamite, did you not? Even those who were not part in the Ishbud contingent. Perhaps there's an opportunity there. I shall speak to Mistress Tataru post-haste. Yo, old girl. 'Tis good to see you, a rosy glow in your cheeks, considering that dreadful business with the imminent destruction of mankind and the end of times and whatnot. Yes, indeed, who better to distribute exquisite arms and accoutrements than a bona fide hero such as yourself? Well, I have two parties with simply ravenous interest in your products, dear lady. The first of whom so happens to be rather exquisite herself, my dearest lady Lynette. Be so good as to precede me to Rosenhaus. I shall be along promptly, of course, just as soon as I'm confined and powdered. Well met, yo. 'Tis good to see you hale and whole. Thank you for personally making the trip. I know your obligations are many. Truth be told, your arrival could scarce have had better timing. While our elsewhile troubled relations with the Vanu improved by the day, we have been forced to reconsider our current munitions due to recent incidents of. I have come, my darling Balsam. Behold, Aemelian, the executioner, here to smite your foes with ruthless ardor. The fuck? Well, I strike a rather smashing silhouette, do I not? Why, Sicard could not have found a better man to give these samples to. Surely such splendid armor could be put to better use than fashion, Lord Aemelian. Could I not prevail upon your better sense to relinquish that gear to those who might appreciate its practicality? Far be it from me to deny any request of yours, Lady Lynette. Only I must confess that I may have slightly exaggerated Sicard's generosity in the matter of gifting these. Ah, you mean to say you borrowed them, no doubt without his knowledge or consent? And why should I have expected otherwise? Friends may forgive, but it bears repeating that your clients deserve at least a modicum of professionalism. You do have other clients, don't you? Of course I have, and of no little celebrity at that. You remember the Red Bills, of course. Yep, I remember them. The Sky Pirates, that an experienced adventurer should know them hardly surprises me. How does a privileged son of House Fortemps come to make their direct acquaintance? 'Twas a happy coincidence of ale and circumstances, I assure you. As the Owen here can attest, an unbiased range of social contacts is the essential arsenal of not just adventurers, but any gentleman of consequence. Or lady of consequence, as it were. Unbiased is all very well, but sky pirates are precisely the problem I was speaking of earlier, before we were interrupted. Recently, self-proclaimed sky pirates have been marauding trading vessels with troubling audacity. Even the Sky Steel manufactory has reported stolen property at the hands of these ruffians. Troubling news indeed, though I cannot imagine fellows as amicable as our Red Bills could be responsible. Still, if we should hear of it, I shall send word directly. Now then, off we trot to the infamous Paracock. I have been told to seek out a certain red standard upon cold wind. How the pulse quickens. This looks rather promising, wouldn't you say? I leave the rest in your uncanny sense of direction, old girl. To the Parrot we go. Well, well, if you ain't the very picture of health, Saving the star from complete annihilation didn't tax you over much then. Let me guess, it was not compared to all the blowing and scrapping required of the mercantile genteel. Don't tell me this dandy is what wooed you from the life and with sweet nothings of financial comfort. Leofard, my good man, you know as well as I that the only one wooing yo into anything is yourself. Don't think your interest in our mutual friend here escaped my notice. Your aim all along was less about armaments than it was an audience with Yo, was it not? Not bad for a dandy. I might have had me sights on touching reunion between Yo and myself, but that's not to say I won't be needing those samples. See, I have a job that could be benefit from both your keen sense and those pieces you brought me, so long as they're half the quality of what Emelian was showing off in the alehouse anyway. I can count on your participation, yes? You'll be duly compensated, of course. Just name your price. Part of a necklace for Tataru herself, eh? I'd have preferred something you might make use of. But far be it from me to dictate what a woman does with her booty. If that's your recompense, I'll see what I can do. Now that we have you on board, allow me to elaborate. It seems another band of petty thieves has been masquerading as sky pirates and harrying honest traders of late. So, you heard of them. Aye, these so-called monstrous cockatoos don't exactly strike fear into the heart of man, but they're being a right nuisance, and now that they've gone and made things personal. You remember the Ray Mill, don't you? The captain's old airship? Well, after what happened to Dunscaith, we've been commissioning the finest airship parts from across the realm for the construction of her successor, only to have those cock-apart nincompoops pillage the very Sky Steel manufactory vessel that was carrying our precious cargo. The nerve of some people, eh? Makes me mouth water. Of course, once the cockatoos realized whose property they pilfered, they threw into a panic and holed up in Idleshire after stashing the goods somewhere. This is where you and your samples come in. You want to take Leoford in. Before you spill the rest, Stacy, let's make sure our friend here is still up for a spot of foaling. How about it then? My Gentile is at your service. Huh, I knew I was right to call you. Those Stanley ducklings won't know what plucked them. Quite so. With your return and our crew complete, victory over these ne'er-do-wells is most certainly assured. By the by, would you have any terrible objections if I inform the Rose Knights of our designs upon these Charlingtons? The Knights are affiliated with the House of Palionart, you see, and thus have particular interest in recovering the contents of the Skysteel vessel. I know my Darlie, the most capable Lady Lynette, simply will not rest until she has brought these scoundrels to justice. Can't say. It's an alliance I've ever considered, but so long as I get all the cockadoo I'm due, our knights most thorny are welcome to catch and cage as they see fit. Splendid. Lady Linnea shall be very glad to hear of it. Overjoyed even. Yes, she may simply be unable to contain her unbounded delight. I must away. Not awaiting us in Idleshire but danger and subterfuge. Much is more the tempting to our ilk than lovely knights, eh? Let's be off. I'll explain the rest of our gambit once we get there. I don't like that you Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. I have to finish removing a floorboard with a shovel and a hammer after this. So I'm just gonna get to the end of this quest. Between Leofard's hoarding all the shiny baubles and Kate Sif covering all the maps and scrolls, the Red Bills ain't been selling much in the way of treasure lately. To be frank, we're flat broke. Sure, restoring the good name of Sky Pirates is a matter of pride, but we simply can't afford to lose those airship parts. I, for one, am most indignant by how well he looks. Who's the dandy now, you ask? I reckon my reputation precedes me in these parts, and the legendary Red Bill ain't found for togs like these. Though I could get used to this. Comfortable, practical, and with a sense of style to boot. Ain't often you find that holy triad in battle gear, quite the line you're touting. Which brings us to the very role in my master plan. While it ain't easy laying low in a motley place like Idle Shower, these caca-hoop cowards have been managing it well enough. So to lure them out, we're going to spread savory rumors of a black market merchant looking to fence fine contraband for even finer coin. That's you. Just strike up a chat with any adventurers, peddler, or peddlers that seem like to share a heresy. I'll be playing your handsome bodyguard, so rest assured I've got your back, mistress. I've taken the liberty of preparing your guys. It ain't as flattering as Leofard's, but you should fit in the part nicely in this. Stacia and I shall be following by your progress from the shadows. I initially thought to volunteer my services as the merchant in this charade, but well, the guise was rather baggy on me. Oh, hold on a moment. Let me just adjust you for that. A inconspicuous. This gear fits me surer than a glove. I only wish I could wear my own scarf with it. How each Red Bill wears their scarf is their business. Whether they sport it outright to keep it tucked away has no bearing on their rank or allegiance. I don't ask on principle, but I'll admit that I'm dreadfully curious as to where you keep yours. Contrabandists. Well, I do know of some sky pirates new to town, and just the other day I overheard them discussing their latest windfall. Aha. Yes, of just the sort of enterprising folk we're looking for. You think you could help us pin them down? I'll do what I can. I'm no stranger to sky pirates, so I'll ask around. A merchant yourself you are. Perhaps I'm overstepping, but consider this friendly advice. Seeking out sky pirates dressed in such stereotyped garb is akin to dangling a sign from your neck reading, "Purge my purse." On the righteous, red bills may pity you, dear lady, but few else. Righteous ain't ever been to me liking, mate. I just can't abide them reprobates what don't honor the creed of sky pirating, or so you can imagine. Red Bill Leopard may say, eh? Not that it's any matter of ours. Anyhow, should you find someone looking to offload or dubious obtain merchandise, send them our way, will you? If you insist, but don't say I didn't warn you. This is cool, I've never been in here. Yes, Gabi eye catches such sky stealers. Sky stealers come to claim busy deal at Craft Forge, but bring no trade goods. For Jiggly Shine, great laugh joke for Gabi merchants. Sky stealers leave with grump face. Gabi does not understand why uplanders wish to trade tongue flaps with grump face sky stealers, but happy to hand lend for more laugh jokes. Much obliged. If all goes to plans, we'll have you laugh joking over their sorry hides for summers to come. Great happiness for goodly uplanders. Gabi shares one more laughable joke. Sky stealers wincery about calling strong fiends as they shamron. Friend may be strong, but Sky Stealer brain cases are still alright. So, are we the talk of the town yet? As far as I can tell, you're strong contenders. Perhaps second only to rumors about a mysterious intimidator who's cast their lot in with the cockadoos. Only natural that those sniveling whelps hired a browbeater. But what thick head willingly courts the rancor of Red Bill Leofard? Well, I suppose a few names come to mind, but no matter. Our plan proceeds as discussed. Let's take to the streets and wait for our clients to come crawling, eh? Whoa there, are you the traitor looking to chaffer with the monstrous cockadoos? Chafer, with scribes like you, fury and me, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. That voice, Red Bill Leofard. As you live and breathe, not for long though if you don't hand over what you and your dicky birds stole. Heh, bluster all you like, Red Bill, you ain't getting the better of us this time. We've retreated with a sky pirate that'll crush you to promance. And there you were thinking this would be ever so simple, were you not, my dear Leofard? This lady. Not in the slightest. I was thinking surely Radiola and her talons would never sink so low as to become lackeys to a lackey. But there you are. I might even start to pity you. And that is where you consistently underestimate me, Red Bill. I would stop at nothing to realize my desires. Or were the sweet memories we made together in Dunscath not enough to convince you of that? But I suppose I might be willing to overlook your stubborn indifference and return those stolen airship parts you so desperately seek, if you would but call me your captain. Completing that airship means more to me than you'll ever understand. I ain't leaving here without me stolen goods. If they're worth recovering, that is. You there, Cockalorum. You didn't leave that plunder in wind-aspected territory, did you? Of course you did. Heads are empty as a Tosbot tankard. Those airship parts are embedded with highly calibrated corrupted crystals. Put them in any contact with wind sprites and they'll be no better than glorified scrap. Wait a moment, he said contact, didn't he? How many wind sprites go contacting the rock formations on provinces? It'll be fine. You got hands on the airship, yes, take her to the province and go pick up our stolen goods. Some genius hid them under a rock. You were bluffing? Obviously. Don't make me doubt your intelligence, radio. What airship needs parts that can't handle a little wind? Doubt that you'd like, Leofard. I hardly need bloody airship bits to beat you into submission. Finally, it's feeding time. Oh, I just changed clothes in front of everybody. Yo! Did you say yo, as in the Yo-san? Since when was she a friend of the Red Bills? Seems I'm not the one whose name is worth something in these parts. I'm still prettier, though. Well then, sweet cockadoos, let's get about cutting up those cockatries and forests, shall we? Red Bull by himself is one thing, but Yo's something else. Ain't nothing for it, lads. Flee for your lives. So much for monstrous. Let's leave him to the garrisons. Ain't enough meat on their shivering bones to warrant the chase. Radia, Radia, I reckon this was a little more than a diversion for you, but surely you didn't think I'd fold to such a weak hand. All the more pity that you assumed those airship parts were the only pieces of value taken from me and mine. But no matter, it's time to make your allegiances clear. If you and your talons intend to continue this farce, then we'll have it out, here and now. Well, it seems I misjudged my prospects. I had thought those simpletons might amount to more than sniveling turntails, but I have neither loyalty nor affection for a useless cockadoo. I suppose I shall have to content myself with the reunion itself, but you will need more than clever bluffs to evade me next time. Of that you may be certain. We were standing by in case you needed help, but I'm glad it didn't come to fisticuffs. Sounds like it's only a matter of time before Radio tries her luck again, and gods only know what she has in mind. While sky pirating may prove profitable, villainy shall not. May the cockatoos ne'er forget the lessons learned this day. Okay, I'll be right back. Unfortunately, I can't stream and do this at the same time. Working. I already got blisters on my thumb. Uh, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.